Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tanya June Moore, and this is the Sedona International Film Festival in our 30th year. Thanks to everyone, Northern Arizona Healthcare, Yavapai College, Goldenstein Gallery, the Clean Family Foundation, Cleaner Quicker Car Wash, all the hoteliers, all the restaurants, all the volunteers. Man, this year is one for the record books, and I am so appreciative of all the support, especially for the filmmakers that come in for this film festival. And once again, I have some more filmmakers with a short film in Short Block 3. You'll want to catch this one this evening. Please introduce yourselves and your film.
Hi, Tanya. I'm Eva Minamar. I'm the producer of Order My Steps by Catherine Grant.
Hi, I'm Catherine Grant, and Order My Steps is a short film about the way incarceration impacts families. And in the film, you see a woman that's incarcerated reaching out to her daughter that she's lost touch with over 20 years. Mm-hmm. So you see the beginning of that transaction, that path they have to walk.
Well, let's quickly watch the trailer, and then
Great.
we'll have a little conversation about the film.
Great.
Dory, can you hear me? Man, this is hard. You can see me, I can't see you. My little Dory. Yes. Old habits. Dory, what happened?
You know Mommy's sick. Child in this world should ever have to live like this. I can take care of you. I promise, I promise, I promise.
Come back, Dory, please. Please come back!
Welcome back, everyone. Wow, watching this. So I grew up in rural areas, and this was a very familiar. It brought a lot of heart back. What was the inspiration for this?
Well, I've long had an interest in incarceration and how it impacts families and communities, and I've written a couple plays. And then when the pandemic came around, there was a theater company that was looking for some material to keep their presence online, and they asked me to write a short Zoom play. So I was reading Edith Wharton's A Mother's Recompense, which is all about a mother that's banished from society because of her transactions and or infractions, I should say. And her daughter reaches out to her as an adult, and it's about their coming together. And I was so moved by that. And I said, well, let's look at these relationships of children and mothers who've been incarcerated, and look at some of the challenges and difficulties they have, and when they try to repair a relationship that's been fractured not only by incarceration, but by all the broken systems that both the daughter and the mother have interacted with.
Mm-hmm. How did it feel to produce such a film? Because there's a lot to unpack in this, and not just the underlying message, but there's so many messages.
There's so many messages, and having dove into the short, now we are developing the feature because there was just too much to develop within the story. And we really want to show the social impact of both systems that these women had to impact. As far as her daughter Dorian being in the foster care system, we haven't even touched on that within the short. So now we're developing the feature. Kate has a wonderful script, and hopefully there'll be maybe something here that we can meet an investor.
Well, and hopefully you'll be back with the feature of
And
this.
absolutely.
Would that not be incredible to play the short and then the feature? Like, this is where it comes from? Oh my goodness. I'm totally in.
I love it.
Ideas everywhere. The lead really the only actress, her facial expressions are unbelievably good. Were those all hers? Was there any sort of like, stop right there, take a moment? What kind of direction were you giving her?
We actually had a wonderful location. We were in a prison in New Jersey that had just shut down. So I would say about 10% of the prison was still functional. So even stepping in and having to work with the guards that were letting us in, I think the crew felt that we're locked in now.
That
We're locked
heaviness.
in. You can't get outside to your car. You have to go through 3. So she already had that in her from the moment just being inside and knowing that she had been there for that many years. And then our brilliant director, Augusta Palmer, had decided we're going to go through this completely. So each take was a full take
Oh, wow.
of pages and pages of dialogue to kind of set up this feeling of there's nowhere to go. So when you see her on Zoom, you got to know that she's doing 5-page takes. So anything that was
With
there
a blank wall.
with a green
Right.
screen computer and just stuck in that prison. So she was able to bring up all of these things
Well,
quite
what a,
easily. She's a tremendous actress.
I was going to say, a phenomenal performance, truly. Did it come to life the way you thought it would?
It came to life in a much bigger way than I even expected, because not only we have Carla, which, by the way, Carla did the play originally, so she's had a lot of track with this play and with this character, so she really knows this character, and I think in a way that's why when we had 2 days shooting, she could walk in and deliver that way.
Yeah.
But what was your question?
Well, if it turned out
Yes, yes.
better than it was
Yes.
obviously better than you thought it would.
And also, Augusta brought things to me. You know, I'm a playwright originally, and so, you know, I think, you know, I think in terms of transaction and you know, I think in terms of longer scenes and, you know, really investigating and staying with it. But Augusta intersected Carla's monologue with little shards of the past to help the audience understand what are some of the forces that are constraining these people and that are pushing them forward in this relationship. So that was her, and so I have so much to be grateful for, and so yeah, it was much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it turned out really, really well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was it like getting the phone call to be in our 30th year?
It was very, very exciting. You're such a wonderful festival. And our director, who's going to work on the feature, had won here before, Mira Bank. So she had nothing but wonderful things to say about the festival.
Love that. I love that.
I just want to say one thing, because
Sure.
I want to say this one thing in the interview. This is the only festival that called me up to tell me. And I thought, he has 300 films that he's going to show, and he makes, I know it wasn't
every
just
phone
me.
call. Every phone,
Makes every
one.
phone call. And it's just like you have this moment of joy shared with another human being. That's kind of quaint if you ask me, but I love it.
Well, we call this the Filmmakers Festival because without the filmmakers, we don't get a festival. I mean, it's great that we get A-listers here and we love them. That's wonderful because it brings us clout. But at the end of the day, if we don't have filmmakers and we don't treat you to the red carpet and we don't feed you and give you parties and places to stay, how can we respect you with what you create?
Thank you for creating that environment for filmmakers.
Wasn't me, man. You can thank the festival and all the board members and especially Pat Swice because this is really, he mans this ship. He is, oh captain, my captain, for
Yeah,
certain.
he's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So you are screening again tonight in Shorts Block 3.
Yes, we are. 7 p.m. this evening. We'll be at Harkin 6,
Awesome. Perfect.
Shorts Block 3.
So get in the rush line. I'm sure our shorts blocks are usually sold out. It'll be wonderful to see you after to see what the questions were like because our audiences are incredible.
We look forward
so
to it.
thank you.
Thank you.
And for all of you out there, please use hashtag SIF30. It helps us out when you're sharing our content and you're taking your own photographs for all the filmmakers to be seen, for the festival to get out there for everyone. It's how we communicate and advertise these days. So SIF30, SIFF30. And I will see you very shortly with another filmmaker.